My beloved child, one day you will look back over your life and realize that I was present in every chapter, even the chapters that seemed empty. You will discover that what felt like loneliness was often my protection. What felt like silence was often my preparation. What felt like a closed door was often my mercy, keeping you from walking into something that would have wounded you. Right now, there are things happening behind the scenes that you cannot see. There are conversations taking place that you know nothing about. There are opportunities being prepared. There are answers being arranged. There are blessings moving toward your life. And because you cannot see them yet, the enemy tries to convince you that nothing is happening. But my child, faith is not believing after you see the answer. Faith is believing while the answer is still on the way. I know the waiting has been difficult. I know there have been moments when you questioned whether your prayers were being heard. I know there have been nights when you looked at your circumstances and wonder how things could ever change. I know there have been days when discouragement whispered that nothing would ever improve. But hear me clearly today. I have not forgotten you. Not one prayer has escaped my attention. Not one tear has fallen without my notice. Not one cry from your heart has gone unheard. Every word you have spoken in faith has reached me. Every prayer whispered through tears has reached me. Every moment you chose to trust despite your fear has reached me. You may feel unseen by people, but you are never unseen by me. I know the sacrifices you have made. I know the battles you fight in private. I know the strength it takes for you to keep moving forward when everything inside you wants to give up. I know the courage it takes to smile when your heart is hurting. I know the faith it takes to keep believing when the evidence around you seems to say otherwise. And I am proud of you for continuing to walk forward. Many people see your victories, but they do not see your struggles. They see your smile, but they do not see your tears. They see your strength, but they do not see the moments when you felt weak. Yet I see it all. I see every hidden battle, and I want you to know that your efforts are not wasted. Every step of faith matters. Every act of obedience matters. Every prayer matters. Every moment you choose trust over fear matters. Sometimes you think progress only counts when it is visible, but some of the greatest growth happens where no one can see it. The roots of a tree grow underground long before the branches reach toward the sky. In the same way, I have been developing strength inside you that will support blessings you have not yet received. If I gave you everything immediately, you might not be prepared to carry it. If I opened every door instantly, you might not be ready to walk through it. If I answered every prayer according to your timeline, you might miss the deeper work I am doing within you. That is why timing matters. Trust my timing. Trust my process. Trust my wisdom, even when you do not understand my ways. Remember, my child, I can see beyond today. I can see beyond this week, beyond this year, beyond the challenges that currently occupy your thoughts. I see the complete picture while you see only a small piece of it. What feels confusing to you is clear to me. What feels uncertain to you is already known to me. What feels impossible to you is still possible for me. Do not allow temporary circumstances to convince you of permanent conclusions. Just because the situation is difficult today does not mean it will remain difficult forever. Just because the answer has not arrived yet does not mean it never will. Just because a breakthrough is delayed does not mean it has been denied. There are seasons for planting. There are seasons for waiting. There are seasons for growing. And there are seasons for harvest. Many of you are standing closer to your harvest than you realize. Do not quit now. Do not give up now. Do not stop believing now. The very thing you have been praying about may be nearer than you think. I know you've been tired. I know you've been carrying concerns about your future. I know you have wondered whether things will work out, but I need you to understand something important. Your future is not being written by your fears. Your future is being guided by my hands. Fear will always try to tell you the worst possible story. Faith reminds you that I am still writing the story. Fear says the door will never open. Faith says I can open doors no one can shut. Fear says you're alone. Faith says I am with you. Fear says there is no way forward. Faith says I can make a way where there seems to be no way. So today, choose faith again. Not because everything is easy. Not because every question has been answered. Not because every problem has disappeared. Choose faith because I am still God. Choose faith because I am still faithful. Choose faith because my promises have not changed. My child, there is peace available to you right now. Not after the breakthrough. Not after the promotion. Not after the healing. Not after every problem is solved. Right now, that peace comes from knowing that you do not have to carry your future alone. You do not have to carry your family alone. You do not have to carry your fears alone. You do not have to carry your burdens alone. Place them in my hands. Let me carry what was never meant for your shoulders. Let me strengthen what has become weak. Let me restore what has become weary. Let me guide what has become uncertain. And as you continue through this day, remember this simple truth. I am with you. I was with you yesterday. I am with you today. And I will be with you tomorrow. Nothing you face will ever surprise me. Nothing you encounter will ever be greater than me. Nothing that concerns you is beyond my ability to handle. Keep trusting. Keep praying. Keep moving forward. Because even now, while you're listening to these words, I am working in ways you cannot yet see. And when the time is right, you will understand why I asked you to trust me all along.